Why, hello everyone. It's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean, and I'm really looking forward to guiding you through today's Tabata HIIT circuit. We're going to start in just about 2 minutes. I'm just checking on the interwebs here, making sure everything's working okay. Check out the description of moves for today's classes. We're going to be doing some upper body, chest, shoulders, lats, so a little bit of the back work today. And I'm asking you to please bring some weights along. If you don't have any weights, but you've got some water bottles, if you got some wine bottles, if you just got something that you can hold on to practice that grip strength, and just the way that squeezing something in our hands can make us engage our chest, I encourage you to find that. Bring a variety of different weights. We've got just about 1 more minute. We're going to do super Tabata work today. Does it look extra dark in here? I just came across the largest spider, y'all. It was a little scary. Uh, but as I was closing the blinds, I found there it is. There it is. I found the largest spider, and I feel kind of bad for you, Mr. Spider, because I think you had some spider babies, and I may, and go there, go there. You're in the tray. I'm going to imagine you're in the tray. No, you're still on the curtain. I just want you to go outside, Mr. Spider. I just want you to go outside. I don't want to murder you. Okay, yeah, this is what my life is like, everyone. Great. And now I believe it's that time. We got a timer set, so we're basically good to go. Let's do this, everyone. So many messages coming in right here in the last minute. All right. We're going to get started as per usual, just stepping away from our desks with a nice lateral side to side step tap. And we're going to, do our first move today. As you saw, it's going to be a little bit of fast feet. We're going to do a little bit of jumping jacks as well so that we have the opportunity to warm up our legs, getting into those quads, inner and outer thighs a little bit because we'll do our fast feet in and out as well as forward and back. And when we get to the jumping jacks, you're just going to do any kind of jumping jack that works for you. So if you're on the second floor or more like me and you can't do any jumping, that's okay. We're just going to step it out, but we're going to step it out expeditiously with purpose. All right, let's go ahead. Inhale those arms all the way up overhead and exhale, gently relax them down by your side. 2 more times. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring them down. 1 more time. Inhale all the way up. Keep those arms up overhead. Drop one hand down. Let's find a nice stretch through the side of the body. Inhale back up through center. Other arm down. Find a nice stretch through the side of the body. It's Monday. So being kind to ourselves, starting off a little slow. Inhale back up to center. Just loosening things up from all the time I bet you've already spent. Relax those arms down. Sitting in your seat, let's come on into a march. Just marching it out. And I think because our first move is sort of a warm-up move, that we're going to be able to get right into the workout. Before we do, open those feet a little bit wider. We're just going to twist those arms from side to side. Oh, feels so good. Getting some nice twists into the side of the body. Start to really focus on pulling those lower abdominals in. So there's still plenty of room in your diaphragm to breathe. Let's go ahead, get one more gentle twist on each side, and then bring those feet together. Keep moving. We're going to do our best to just keep moving for these next 30 minutes. But if you need to take a break, then as always, you stop and you take a break and you come back into the motion as quickly as you can. We've got 5 different rounds of exercise. In each round, we're going to do 40 seconds of work 4 times and 20 seconds of rest. And then we're going to move right into the next exercise. They're all going to gently complement and work off of the one before it. So the first move that we're going to do today is going to be fast feet. followed by jumping jacks. So for our first round of fast feet, let's go forwards and backwards. And I want you to traverse as much distance as works for your body today. So we're starting to warm those calves up a little bit too by pressing up onto the balls of the feet. Keep that belly pulled in, shoulders rolled down and back, chest is lifted. 3, 2, 1, begin. So just forward and back, fast feet, as fast as you can go. We're not going to kill that spider behind me, creeping me out though. But imagine like there were hundreds of spiders on the ground and we're just trying to get away from them. So maybe you're just picking your feet up. Maybe moving forwards and backwards is a little confusing for you. And that's okay. You can just work to have these fast feet like a football player. Oh, feel those shaking in those glutes. Keep that belly pulled in though. I'm just trying to move to the front and the back of the mat. We got 3 seconds left. 2, 1, take a break. I'm still just going to move a little during the break. And then next up, we got jumping jacks. So make sure you're still breathing. Make sure you're not holding your breath for any of today's moves. See if you can put a smile on your face and have some fun. 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. So if you can get a real jump, go for it. Makes me nervous, but I'm still going to work to bring those arms up overhead and move them swiftly. I'm working to step those legs out a little further since I'm getting a lower impact move by not jumping. Yeah, if you want, you can always keep your arms a little bit lower if you need to, if you're being smart for your shoulders today, or even do a push-up, uh, like an overhead press, even weighted hands for your push-up if you want. You're just getting some sort of lateral action, an overhead action, maybe a little combo of both. Take a break. All right, we're coming back to those fast feet. We're halfway through. This time, instead of moving forwards and backwards, I challenge you to move in and out with those feet. If you want, you can change which one you lead with. I'm going to step forward to come off of my mat. 2, 1, begin. Belly in, out and in, as fast as you can go. Keep breathing. You probably hear me breathing. That's okay. I do it too. I breathe, everyone. I can't help it. In fact, I encourage it. Big breaths during exercise. You can do whatever feels right with those arms. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. We got this. 3, 2, 1. One more little warm-up move. Just starting to get that heart rate up. Definitely more than if you were sitting in your chair, unless you had a real scary meeting before this class. Oh, I'm going to be real. My stomach hurts today really badly. Ready? Jumping jacks. But I'm not going to let that keep me from moving. Maybe I need to move a little slower. But that's okay, because like I always say, every day is different. Every day our bodies are different. And we're just doing the best that we can with the body that we have today. Because if I made an excuse to not move every time I didn't feel amazing, that I'd probably move like 5 days of the year, because those are how many days I think I feel amazing. And the other days, I'm there doing my best. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Way to go. Shake it out, shake it out. Make your way over to your weights. Grab some weights. I think I'm going to use some 5-pounders for this next one because I know that it's been a really long time since we've done some front and side lat raises. So we're going to go for some front raises. We're going to go for some side raises. You're going to have the option to do a mixture of front and side lat raises. Let's get started with both of our feet planted on the floor. But if that's way too easy for you, especially if you don't have weights, I encourage you to come into lifting one leg up, finding some balance, because pulling that core in is always great work. And being on one leg is going to make you work to embrace, to stabilize a little better. But for everyone else, if you have those weights, let's focus on form first. We're just going to go for a front raise Now, let's alternate. I think that sounds great. Front raise into side raise for round number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Begin. So you're starting with those feet planted, shoulders are rolled down and back, you raise to the front, just to shoulders height, and you raise to the side. Also, just to your shoulders height, you don't need to go any higher. As you're lifting those arms, you should be finding the lift from the upper part of your body. So you don't need to bend your knees. You're not using your knees to drive you into the front lift. Legs are staying right where they are. Got some weight in my heels. You can take a slight bending your knees as well if you need to. Keeping those shoulders rolled down and back as best as you can. Shoulder blades are even gently squeezing in towards each other a little. Chin's neutral to your chest. Oh, take a break. If you want to take those weights totally out of your hand, give yourself some fun, sexy shoulder circles. Yeah, gonna do the same thing, but this time standing on just one leg. 3, 2, 1. So I got one knee lifted. You just got to balance a lot more. You got to pull that core in. Still finding that front raise and that side raise. And if you need to, if it's getting to be too much already, and that's okay, you can either A, put the weight down and just focus on this lift of your chest, or B, turn it into single arm raises, doing one arm at a time. Whatever you need to do, however you need to just find a way to keep going. We're going to mix it up a little on this next round. I'll show you one of my favorite ways to just gently take a break, confuse the body while we're doing these front and side lat raises, is to alternate between one front and one side. That's going to challenge your balance a little bit more too. So if you're doing that balance challenge, let's come onto one leg. And remember, you can stick with the original move that we started with. Begin. So switching to just alternating front and side. Still lifting tall through the crown of the head. So keeping those abs drawn in. Turn to the side just a little so you can see that as I lift my arms, I'm not working to keep from adding any sort of extra arch in the back. Trying to keep those shoulders from rounding forward, which is really typical because we're desk people. Oh, great work, everyone. Just hopefully you're starting to take a break, a little tired. I know I am. We got one more round. How are you going to finish up these front and side lat raises? For even Stevens, I'm going to switch it up halfway through of which leg I'm balancing on because I like that extra challenge of the unilateral stance. Ready? Begin. Still breathing. Keep that belly drawn in once more. Keep that chest up, shoulders down and back. If you're joining me, we're switching legs in 3, 2, 1. So just gently switch those legs out. That means we're halfway through. Remember, if you need to, you can always drop or put down your weights just to keep going. Great work. You've got this for 3, 2, 1. We made it. All right, we're going to put those weights down. We're going to come to the back of the mat, challenging that core and those shoulders. Once again, we've got 2 moves that are going to happen down on the floor today. We got inchworms and burpees. So we're going to start off really kind to ourselves with our inchworm at the back of the mat. So if you want to add in that extra little challenge and put in the jump, you can put in the jump. Maybe you come up on your toes or you just reach up towards the ceiling. Pull your belly in because we got to protect that back. So hinging forward at the hips, knees can be bent as you walk yourself forward into your plank. As you get to the plank, we're going to go for, let's do 6 mountain climbers. 4, 5, 6, and then walk yourself back up into your inchworm. That's it. We're going to stick with that same thing. Mountain climbers and inchworms, all 4 rounds. We start in 3, 2, 1. Begin. So either jumping, maybe pressing up, or just reaching up, hinging forward. Walk yourself out and then 6 mountain climbers. I'm going for 6 on each leg. 4, 5, 6, and then walk yourself back in. Tuck your shirt in so that you can be modest. Reach up to the ceiling. Sorry, plant. Walk yourself back out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you need to go a little slower with those mountain climbers, you are welcome to. All right, we made it. I'm going to stay down here on the floor because I'm here, which means I get to start my next round in the plank form. I'm going to change up those mountain climbers just a little bit each time. So we went straight up with our knees coming towards our nose. This time I'm going to cross my knee towards the opposite shoulder. Ready? Begin. 6. Well, you're still doing 6. Maybe you started standing. Walk yourself back in. Oh, great stretch on those hamstrings. Sorry, palm tree, that I keep brushing my hands through. So remember, we're crossing the body this time in those mountain climbers. Okay to go slow. Maybe even find a little hold. Oh, my stomach hurts so badly, everyone. We're still moving, still just doing our best. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. 2 more rounds through. How can we change up those legs again? For round 3, we're going to work to bring our elbow towards our tricep. So a little bit wider, getting those outsides of the glutes a little more. Ready? Begin. So if you're having trouble being on those hands the whole time, you can always come down on your knees, do your mountain climbers from your knees. Really work to bring those knees towards your triceps. And then send it back up, even if you're just down dogging it up instead of inchworming it out. Find what works for you and your body today. If you need more of a modification, reach out. Oh yeah, to the outside. We got that Try a Trainer week coming up next week at the fitness center. Oh, take a break. So reach out if you are struggling at all. If you find that we're not offering the modification that works for you, if you're trying to work harder and we haven't put that in a workout, ask us how, in person or virtually. One more round. Do whatever feels right for you with those climbers. Ready? I'm going to do a little bit of each. First round, I went right up to my nose. So for my next round, I'll cross my body. Way to go, way to go. For my third round, I'm going to bring those knees towards the triceps. Just about 10 seconds left. Come on, everyone. Ah, we made it. Awesome. We're going to stay down here on the floor for our next move. We've done this before. I think it was in one of our core and stretch classes. We're going to open our knees a little bit wider while kneeling on the ground. And from here, we're just going to press up. But as you lift yourself up, I want you to really focus on finding that lift, pushing your shins down into the floor, squeezing your glutes. This would have been so great for Halloween. Because think about the way that you'll be rising from the dead. So if you ever watch What We Do in Shadows and you see the vampires raise up out of their coffin, nice and smooth, that's what we're making happen here. We're going to change the pace that we lift and we lower. And if you want more challenge, you're going to hold on to a weight. I'm going to hold on to this weight, goblet style, right up my chest while working to keep that chest up. Last 2 moves, y'all. We start in 3, 2, 1. Begin. So starting with those heels close to the glutes, we squeeze and lift and we lower for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and lift. Lower in 3, 2, 1. So we're ascending faster Then we descend. You're really intentionally slowing things down on the way down. Ooh, squeeze to lift, like someone's trying to pull money from between those butt cheeks at the top, but you got that tight squeeze. They can't get your butt money. Awesome. Take your break. Maybe you come on up into tabletop. That sounds good to me. Start to just shimmy a little side to side because we work those lats to begin with. So getting that stretching to the side of the body, we're going to switch it up this time. So we're going to come up slow, get ready, and go down faster. Begin. So up for 3, 2, 1. Wow, I felt that change. When you get to the top, I want to really see that extra squeeze and push. Squeeze and push through your glutes. So it's almost like if someone had a string right around your hips and they're pulling you forward and you're making the motion happen with the lower half of your body. 3 seconds up, faster down. Oh, take a break, take a break. I'm going to take a nice stretch through one side of my calf this time through. So just extending one leg out and gently bouncing, controlled bouncing on the ball of the foot, stretching through the heel. Set yourself up. Coming back to our fast up, slow down. So fast up, slow, 3, 2, 1. Pardon me. Lift. Oh my gosh. Whoa, find that squeeze. Keep that chest up nice and high. You are worth it. You're doing great. We are so close, everyone. Just a little over 5 minutes of actual work left here. Then we're going to stretch it out. We're going to move on with our day. Feeling great. And if you're not feeling great, I hope you'll join me this afternoon for Sarah's yoga class. Oh, take your break. Stretching out that other calf here. At 5:30, Sarah will be teaching yoga. You can join for the first 40 minutes of class. You can log back in, get a nice hour-long class. Just thought about that spider again. All right, y'all. Here we go. Last round. So slow up. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Press and down. Up for 3, 2, 1. And down. Yay. Well, if you're really having trouble on your knees, you can try this as a glute bridge as well. Just changing the pace while you're laying down on your back, that you're pressing up into a hip bridge. Taking some of the pressure out of your knees that you might find from kneeling, because I know it's not for everyone. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Nice work, everyone. All right, move these weights out of the way. We do not need them for our last move. I'm going to challenge your balance here a little bit on this last move. We're going to work to open those hips as well. So this time, we're going to start at the top of our mat for our burpee. Yay. I'm going to work off mat because I think it just keeps shifting. Anyway, beautiful. All right, so starting up at the top of the mat, you're going to inhale, reach up. Maybe you even jump up to start. It's going to look a little different moving forward. And then hands down on the floor. You can step or jump back into your plank. Step or jump forward into Malasana. And I want you to intentionally sink your hips. Lift your chest. Spread your arms nice and wide. Lift your chin up. So we're going to stand up in star pose. So facing you, just so you see what that looks like. We stepped back into our plank. We stepped forward. We dropped those hips down. Maybe you have to transfer your hands to your legs and then reach up towards the ceiling. Press through your heels to lift up. Ooh, you can turn your toes more forward. As you then hinge forward, step or jump back, and repeat. If you're stepping, work to change the foot that you're leading with each time. Yeah, hip openers. All right, we start in 3, 2, 1. Begin. So you can add that jump at the top. You can add a big star jump at the top even. And then step or jump back into plank. Step forward into your malasana. Sink those hips, arms come up, step up if you want. Star jump, everything lifts off the floor. Step back into your plank. Step forward into malasana. Sink those hips, reach up, stand up. I'm going to just press onto my toes because you know I'm afraid of my neighbor. And then step on back. Just switching it up each time with the foot that's leading to come forward. If you're stepping, and making sure as you find that forward hinge, take a break, that you are pulling your belly in, core contracted as you hinge. 10 seconds. Shake it out and breathe. I'm going to start in my plank down here in 3, 2, 1. Begin. So if you need to be on your knees for this as well, and you're changing things up, you're just going to bring one knee forward, and then you're going to stand yourself up into a nice hip opener. You can always bring your knee back down. Come on back into tabletop. One knee goes forward, press it up. So there's a modification for everyone. You still get to find those openness of your hips. This is a great way to practice for a vinyasa flow or other yoga class where you have to really work to step that foot forward. Because I know when I first started, it was really hard to find that big motion and reach through. Take a break. Of getting that back foot from plank up in line with your hands. With challenge comes change. So just doing the best that you can. 2 more times through. 3, 2, 1. Maybe you got that star jump. Maybe you're hinging forward at those hips. You can have a bend in your knee if you need to. Coming into that plank, making sure that those shoulder blades are squeezed towards each other. Stepping forward, dropping hips. Arms come up, stand up, hinge forward. Step it back. Step it forward. So we're getting a great stretch on the back of our legs here, getting that really great hamstring stretch. Every time we find that forward hinge, getting that amazing hip opener in this one as well. Yay, take a break. We got one more time through. So as you can see, this combo move combines 2 of my favorite for desk people. It combines that forward fold and the squat. Let's get through it one more time together. 3, 2, 1. Last 40 seconds of work. Arms come up, hinge forward. It really helps to have your feet wider for this one, wider than shoulder width distance apart, especially as a beginner. The wider that your feet are, I think the easier it is to get into it. And you can see I'm kind of forgetting what's supposed to happen, and it's okay if you do too. If you're adding in some extra squats, props to you. Maybe you're squatting it up, squatting it down as well for some support if that forward hinge doesn't feel great for your body today. Takes a lot of balance to keep that chest lifted and those hips down. Awesome, we made it. Let's come back into tabletop, hands, palms underneath of your chest and shoulder. Give yourself some traditional cat-cow here. So tucking your chin down towards your chest. Ooh, big breaths. And then as you're ready, sinking your belly with control to the floor, pulling your chest forward, closer towards those biceps. Let's go just a couple more times in this direction. And we'll get a nice stretch of the side body right after this. Last time in both cat and cow. Oh, yes, feels so good. Awesome. Come back into that neutral tabletop. So belly pulled in, nice flat back. We're going to extend one leg out. We're going to come into that calf stretch in case you didn't join me for that before. So just planting the ball of the foot down, gently rocking back and forth. Shoulders are coming towards my fingertips and then stacking right back on top of the hand palm. Come into some stillness here. On your next inhale, lift your extended leg and cross it over the side of the body. The opposite side of the body. So you already start to feel a stretch through your hip. We're going to exaggerate it even more by looking over our shoulders. See if you can see that straight and length heel. Make sure you don't sink into your shoulders. So still pressing into those hands palms, still pulling those shoulder blades together for 3, 2, 1. Eyes come down and forward first. Use your inhale to lift that leg, bring it back in, shake your cat or cow's tail, maybe both. And let's find that same side body stretch and calf stretch through the other side. So extend your leg out, just gently rocking back and forth. Great work. Come into your stillness, check in on those shoulders, make sure you're not sinking down towards them. Eyes are gently forward of your fingertips. Take a big inhale, lift that leg up, cross it over your bent leg as much as feels good for you. Press into those hands palms again, and then gently turn and twist. Look over your shoulder. See if you can see your heel. How's everyone feeling today? I hope you're feeling really proud of yourself for making it through today's Tabata HIIT circuit. You are amazing. Use your exhale, eyes come back down towards the floor. Inhale, lift that back leg up, bring it into tabletop once more. One more chance for a little cat-cow. Let's go ahead and cross our legs, walk our hands back, and come into a seated position. We'll take a gentle hip opener here on the floor because I know we did some big opening of those hips today too. So go ahead, bring those soles of your feet together into butterfly. I even like to just wiggle gently side to side. To relax those glutes a little more on the floor. Now, if your hips are really tight, it's normal for your knees to come up towards your chest. So just do your best, maybe even a little pressure of your elbows towards your inner thighs and just acceptance of whatever it is that your body feels like today. If you do find that your knees were close towards your chest or armpits, I encourage you to come to some of our yoga classes either later today, tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, Friday. I think Wednesday is the only day we don't currently offer yoga, but we are going to start offering an amazing cardio kick butt class. Keep an eye out for advertisements of that this week. Let's go ahead, extend those legs out in front of us. Take a big inhale, bring those arms up, find some length, hinge forward, keep that length, exhale. Feel free to round down a little bit more. Let's do that same thing one more time. So roll yourself back up, shoulders stack on top of hips. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, nice flat back. One more inhale, find your length. Exhale, come into that forward fold. Slow down your breath, slow down that exhale. And on your next inhale, roll yourself up. Let's come over onto our knees, make our way back to a standing position. So tuck your toes under, send your hips up towards the ceiling. You can paddle through your heels in down dog. You can walk your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands. Take a moment while you're here with the weight back in your heels to shake your head. Yes, get a nice stretch into your neck. Yes, I made it. Shake your head. No, no, I don't regret it. And then bend your knees, slowly roll yourself up. Oh, that felt so good in the upper back. Inhale your arms all the way up overhead. Big breath. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. Yay, everybody. That's it. 30 minutes Tabata HIIT circuit, Monday afternoon. Done. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day and week. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out. If you're interested in trying a trainer, look for that info on PT Minder or send us an email or comment on this post. Any of the above. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and I'll see you soon.